exceptional in ways that defy the typical evolutionary patterns we've observed throughout the galaxies. He waved his hand, and a holographic image of Earth materialized, its swirling blue oceans and green continents slowly rotating. You see, humans come from a planet that is both rich and perilous. Their evolution was driven by a constant struggle against nature and against each other. Yet, despite their history of conflict, they have reached a stage where they choose not to engage in war, even when provoked. A murmur spread through the room. The idea seemed absurd. War was, after all, a natural extension of survival and dominance, wasn't it? Talak wasn't convinced. "Professor," he began again, "with all due respect, this sounds like something straight out of Tarekian propaganda. How could a species armed with such advanced technology and capable of planetary destruction simply refrain from using it? There's no honor in that." Navrak's eyes glowed intensely, silencing the murmuring crowd. "It's not about honor, Talak. It's about mercy." The word hung in the air, unfamiliar and almost blasphemous to students who had been raised in cultures that glorified battle and conquest. Mercy. Another student, a thick-shelled Loran with a voice like grinding stones, repeated, his tone skeptical. "Mercy is weakness, a failure to seize power when one holds the advantage." "For many species, yes," Envrak agreed. "But humans view it differently. They possess the power to wage wars that would lead to total annihilation, yet they choose not to. Not because they lack the will or strength, but because they possess something else, a sense of responsibility, a reluctance to cause unnecessary suffering." The hologram shifted to display scenes from human history, massive wars, devastating weapons, and finally, images of reconstruction, peace treaties, and alliances. Throughout their history, Envrak continued, humans have learned that the cost of war is often too great, not only in terms of resources or lives, but in the toll it takes on their species' very essence. With great power comes great responsibility. The students sat in silence, grappling with the implications. For many, war was the cornerstone of their civilizations, a means of expansion, securing resources, and ensuring survival. The concept of restraint, when holding overwhelming power, was almost alien to them. "Consider this," Envrak said. "A human fleet arrives at a disputed planet. Their technology is unparalleled, their soldiers elite. They could easily crush the opposing forces, claim the planet, and move on. But instead, they send diplomats, offering peace, trade agreements, cooperation. The opposing side, viewing this as weakness, attacks. The humans defend themselves, but they don't retaliate with full force. They subdue without destroying. They offer peace again. In the end, the opposing side concedes, and the humans gain a new ally, not through domination, but through restraint." Talak's disbelief was palpable. "Why? Why would they do that? They could have claimed everything." "Because," Envrak said softly, "they understand something fundamental. True strength lies not in destruction, but in creation, in building lasting relationships. They have learned that mercy, in the long run, is far more powerful than fear." Talak was visibly struggling with the concept. His entire life had been framed by the belief that might makes right, that war was the ultimate test of strength. The idea that humans avoided war out of mercy, to prevent unnecessary suffering, was almost incomprehensible. "But what if they're wrong?" Talak pressed, his voice tinged with desperation. "What if their mercy is exploited? What if their enemies grow stronger and eventually overpower them?" Envrak smiled, his many eyes twinkling with understanding. "That's where you misunderstand, Talak. Humans are not naive. They are fully aware of the risks, but they also know that a galaxy ruled by fear is a fragile one. By fostering cooperation, by showing mercy, they create alliances. And if any species rises to challenge them, well, the humans are always prepared." The professor let his words hang in the air before adding, "Make no mistake, Talak. Humans are capable of great violence, but they choose to wield their power with restraint. They are not pacifists, they are strategists. They understand that the true cost of war is not just in lives or resources, but in the very soul of their civilization, and they refuse to pay that price unless absolutely necessary. Here's the modified version of your story with the changes you requested. Humans don't engage in wars because they'd win too easily, declared Professor Envrak, his voice carrying a mix of disbelief and admiration. The room fell silent, save for the gentle hum of the air filtration system. Rows of alien students, representing various species from across the galaxies, exchanged confused glances, their eyes flickering with a blend of suspicion and curiosity. The seminar room at the Stellar Academy of Garneros was renowned for its deep ethical discussions, but today's topic had left everyone stunned. One student, a young Rinka, with azure skin and delicate markings that signified his status as a warrior apprentice, raised a hand. His long, slender fingers twitched in agitation. "Professor, surely you jest. Humans avoiding war. This is the species that decimated entire ecosystems on their homeworld simply to make farming easier. They're infamous for their violent past, their relentless conquests. Why would they restrain themselves now?" Professor Envrak, a towering Jinkaran with a metallic sheen to his scales, leaned back in his chair, his multifaceted eyes blinking in unison. He had anticipated this reaction. "Ah, young Talak, your skepticism is understandable, but let me explain. Humans are—" As the class ended, Talak lingered, his mind racing. The notion that humans avoided war not out of fear, but out of calculated mercy, was something he would have to grapple with. It challenged everything he had been taught. "Professor," he called out as the others left the room, "what if their mercy leads to their downfall? What then?" Envrak regarded him thoughtfully. "Then they would accept that outcome as the price of their principles. But remember, Talak, humans will not fall easily. Their mercy is their strength, a strength that many species struggle to comprehend."
I dream big, but never sleep. In life's path, I never lose my beat. Feelings flow like the wind's embrace. This is my story, my truth in space. On fire, on waves.